On today's episode of the pod, Thanksgiving's around the corner. How are you going to fight your relatives?
Gordon's having some sunny days.
As usual, more listener questions.
Taking your wife's back gives you an instant nap.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the pod. It is episode 113 of the BJJ Balance podcast. This is coming out the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, and I know we've got some Thanksgiving questions and some Thanksgiving related topics. Not necessarily Thanksgiving per se, but like Thanksgiving is the time of the year where you get together with the family and you might fight your drunk uncle. So I know Matt's got some experience with that. And I know people got some questions about that.
Yeah. Yeah, we get a little scrappy over the big house sometimes. Yeah, man, Thanksgiving. Just before we get started, maybe you guys are listening to this because you're a holiday break and you're on your way to Thanksgiving. Hey, we're thankful for you guys. 2 years, if it didn't get the traction, if this podcast was just like still like not getting any clicks or any views, Kenny and I would have probably said, okay, it's just not working. But you guys have embraced us as part of your commute, part of your life, and I'm thankful for all of you guys. I know Kenny could say the same. We're thankful for all the DMs and the support that we get from you guys, the merch buying, that does not go unnoticed. So I'm very thankful for this podcast. I'm very thankful for Kenny's friendship. I'm thankful for everything that this podcast has expanded on top of what I had already started to grow. This podcast has like took it to a new level, and I could do that without Kenny, could do that without you guys. So very thankful for where my life is and how things are going right now. Yesterday was at Super Cup coaching some of the guys, and had people coming up to me, and most of the people that came up to me some were saying, "Oh, I love your page." Most of them were saying, "Love the podcast. Don't put this on the podcast. Love the pod." Like so many people came up to me yesterday, and for that, I'm truly grateful. And I know Kenny is the same. So thank you guys.
That's cool. I had a Super Cup experience yesterday. I'm going to talk about this. This is I'm going to be slightly vulnerable. Yesterday, my kid competed, and she's 7. And she took a loss and was very upset by it. And that made me upset. And I took my emotions out on those around me. I didn't hit my wife or anything, but I had some very choice words that were probably not the best choice of words to use, and I said some things to my wife that I feel bad for, and I apologized to her yesterday, but I wanted to just, I don't know, I know she listens to this, so I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I think as a dad who didn't have a dad around when I was a kid, when I was doing sports, so I didn't see I never had a good example of how a father should support or back his child or emotionally regulate when his child has a hard loss. So, and this is no excuse or whatever, but I have no good example of how to do that, and I'm trying to figure it out right now so I can be the good example. But it was tough, and I know that I definitely made my wife feel bad when she had no reason to feel bad, and she hadn't done anything wrong, and for that I'm truly, truly sorry, and I'm working on being a better me.
Hey, we're learning. You're learning as a parent. You're learning as an adult. You're learning. You think you're taking your kid to jiu-jitsu so she can learn something, and in turn, you learned how to handle a loss. A lot of people will think about the glory of their kids competing and going on the podium and getting their hand raised, but dealing with losses and watching your kids struggle or having a bad day at the office, so to speak, can be really, a lot of mixed emotions go through your mind. You're thinking, just putting myself in Kenny's head, he's probably thinking, man, what if she hates jiu-jitsu now? What if this got her not wanting to compete anymore? We should never put her in here. We forced her to do something she didn't want to do. You know what I mean? Like, she had probably all these negative thoughts, but like, kids are so resilient. They're so resilient. Yeah. It just takes an ice cream, and you're going to do better next time. And
right.
Let's just forget about this and let's reset on Monday and just make jiu-jitsu fun again. And then, maybe the next tournament might be tough to get her to do. You know what I mean? Because she had a bad experience. Right. But the more and more confidence she gets in her rounds in class, but man, you're doing so good. You're doing so good. You're so ready. Then she'll want to test it again. Jiu-jitsu is a lifestyle. It is not, when it comes to like embracing getting your kids involved to it, you want it to be a lifestyle, not a sport. Soccer is a sport. It's seasons. It's over. It's on. It's over. Jiu-jitsu is something you kind of want to always be around. There's soccer, then we fall back into jiu-jitsu. Then there's gymnastics, and we fall back into jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu is just part of, we don't have to compete. I just want you out there moving, mingling with kids, getting the movements down. I want you just to always have something to fall back on. I want to be like tying your shoes. I want to be muscle memory. You know what I mean? So challenging your kids to compete is amazing as great for parents. I don't think you guys did anything wrong with saying that you wanted her to do something tough. Having your kids do something tough is important. But you learned something and she learned something, and you know what I mean? And like, now you just guys got to grow from it. I think only good things will happen from this, even though you seems that it's like, oh no, I ruined everything for her jiu-jitsu journey. Mm-hmm. Positives will come from this because she will know what this feels like, and then she can see the progress as she grows in the sport.
Yeah, I can see all that. It's just, I don't know, man, like just watching your kid like lose a soccer game or like lose a softball game, like they're not getting physically handled by another person. You know what I mean? I think that was. Can I ask questions?
What was her mindset before the tournament? How was she? Was she like ready? Like she wanted to go? Is this something she wanted to do, or is she kind of like, I don't know?
I don't know. My wife says that she asked her like, hey, do you want to do one more tournament before you get your next belt? And she was like, yeah. But I don't think, like, if you compare like her mentality to like the mentality of some of the other kids that were out there, like some of those kids are like, they compete often and they're like, they're little killers. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to go out there and fuck this other kid.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
At 7, they're doing that. You know what I mean? She's like, fuck, dude, how do you breed that? Like, my kid's very like happy and just like, I'm going to go have fun. And you know what I mean? Like I feel like our daughters have a really similar personality in that regard. Like they're just, everything is like, you know, butterflies and rainbows in their world, which is awesome. I'm glad that they live a life that they're able to have that mentality. But, you know, I would say the week before the competition, she seemed really excited about it. You know, we're just like, you know, try not to put too much pressure on it, but, you know, just kind of like, hey, this is going to be fun. Like, doesn't matter if you win or lose, just go out there and have a good time, da, 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 da. And then the night before was the first time she'd said, like, I have nerves. I feel nervous about this. You mean where it wasn't like, that was the first sense of like discomfort. And then driving out there, we try to like just be light and like, you know, keep her happy and all that stuff. And then like once we got to when we got there, we had to immediately check in because we were late because we sat in 2 hours of traffic. And then ran to the mats, and then she was like within 15 minutes of like checking in, she was in the bullpen, like out there, you know, waiting for her match. And one of the coaches walked her over, you know, to where she was going to be, to the mat she was going to be competing at, and I just watched her kind of like lose it, and she started crying. And so I ran over to the other side. Fortunately we were like the furthest mat, so like there was like the edge that she could come and talk to me at. And she came in, she spoke to me, and she was like gripping the fence. And she's like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be here. And that was like the first of seeing that. And I'm like, hey, you know, if you don't want to compete again, you don't have to compete again. But like, we're here now. We paid for it. Like, You're checked in. Your opponent's waiting for you. Like, you can't bail right now. And she walked back over to her coach, and then when she went out to the mat, like, you could just tell, like, from the second her foot touched the mat, she had no desire to be there. And so there was like, she didn't want to do jiu-jitsu. So I don't think she did. I think she just literally was like trying to just fight for her life because she didn't want to be there, you know? So it's not like she went out there and like, I don't think she like gave it her all. I really don't. I think she was just so crippled with like anxiety that she couldn't give it any effort, you know? And like, I've watched her, you know, practice with other kids and stuff, and she knows how to do jiu-jitsu, but like, she didn't do anything yesterday. It was literally like, she got pulled into guard, she got swept, she got mounted, she got subbed. But like, zero effort to like, and I don't mean like she didn't like make, I mean like she wasn't in the right headspace. Like, didn't like nothing, none of the jiu-jitsu that she knows did it even like, did she think to?
And as adults, we've been there. We've had rough days at work. Yeah. Things are bothering us. We can't, like, stressful stuff at life. It affects your rounds. So yeah, like, 100%. I 100% get it. Like, yeah, she didn't perform to her ability because the anxiety or the fear or the whatever it is. How do we or you get her back on track? If I was in my situation, I would just say, look, we're done competing for this year. It's over. Okay. I want to take at least a week or so off of jiu-jitsu. We're not going to do it no more. Take a break. Okay. Then I would say, come mid-December, we'll go back to a class. We'll start having fun again. After we have some classes, then I would bring her to the Sunday training with Sawyer, my kid, that I'm starting to do with these girls. Make it fun. It's completely fun. And then just have fun. Jiu-jitsu is fun. Then the next Super Cup there is, or whatever tournament, you go with her to watch her friends, and you just watch her friends and be like, look at so-and-so won. You do good against her in class, you know, so-and-so, look at her. She did it. You do good. Just be a good teammate and have her watch and have her have fun that way. And maybe get the juices flowing again. Just have her just be a teammate and go and watch and high five her friends that are doing good out there. And that's how I try to get her liking it again. Like so the next tournament, I would have her go watch and just be a good teammate and support her team and have fun with her friends and cheer them on. And then tell her, like, that's the girl. You do good against classes with that girl. Look at, she won. Like, you know what I mean? I think that's how I would build. That's how I would build. If Bean was in that same situation, that's how I would build her back up to get her back to liking jiu-jitsu again, because there's going to be tough days, and she's going to have more tough days, and she's going to have more bad days. Right. And I would also ask Jason if you could get a coach's bracelet for her if she does compete again. And you'd be like, look at Jay's going to coach you, but I'm going to be right there too. I'm going to be standing right next to him. And I'm going to be coaching you too. So I'm right there on the mat with you. So when you're rolling, you're listening to Jay, but you're also going to see Dad right there with you. We're doing this together. And you're not out of the bullpen. You are on the mat, and you just for her, get a coach bracelet for her. You know what I mean? And then that will help build her confidence.
I like that idea. She wants to go back to jiu-jitsu Monday. Like, she's not, I'm fortunate there. You know, she's not turned off by it right now. So she'll be back, or Tuesday. She'll be back to class on Tuesday, and that's awesome. You know, but I do like the idea of going out, supporting her friends, and I do like the coach's bracelet idea as well. That way it can be with her.
You're there with her. You're between matches. You're hugging her. You're in her ear. You know what I mean? And then you're just like right there with her the whole time. It's like, and it's a good father-daughter moment that you guys can have too.
Yeah, I like that.
Super Cup was good though. On a side note, Team No Sleep. Yeah. Hey, I know I've been talking about them all the time. You know, sorry, those are my boys and girls, and everybody. You might go, oh man, this is all talk. Hey, these boys walk the walk. These boys walk the walk. You can say what you want to say, but everybody medaled. A lot of golds. Checkmate Marietta as a whole won the whole thing. Won the bag, won the cup. Nice. All my boys showed out. They all showed out to support the guys. Even the guys that weren't competing showed out to support. shout out to everybody. I'm so proud of everybody who absolutely put it on the line. I couldn't be more proud of the guys and the hard work they do. They were in there this morning, 5 a.m. JB was in there drilling with guys. It is insane. I can't, no days off, dude. Team no sleep. That's what it is. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if we're out there Christmas morning.
Yeah. It looked that I've been to this is the third Super Cup tournament I've been to. So the first one I went to was the inaugural, which was at the same venue, and it was a mess as far as like logistics. Right. You know what I mean? Then we went to the one that was at Murrieta, the high school, and that was fine. There was always the delays. You know what I mean? My kid match got pushed back an hour. Thank God, because we were late. Like, it worked in our favor, but this one, it seemed like really well organized.
They're getting their feet. It's
yeah. It's their first season, but it was cool. They got good medals. I was told that the banners on the railings, let's just say that it's in our price range.
Okay.
I think the next, I wouldn't say local. I'd say one of the next Super Cups for sure. Maybe the next season opener or the next season closer. We have
that'd be sick. That'd be cool.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's definitely in our budget, and I think it would be a cool way to support a tournament that is Checkmate homegrown. 2, a way to get some more exposure.
And there were a lot of other teams that weren't Checkmate out there. The Carlson Gracie guys. I saw. So like it's starting to get the word starting to spread. You know, there's IBJJF, Jiu-Jitsu World League. There's all these other NABJJF, but Super Cup is on the rise. You know what I mean? Like, and it's gonna. And
it feels like a premium tournament.
It does,
I feel
doesn't
like
it?
Of all those, IBJJF is a premium tournament. I feel like Jiu-Jitsu World League does a good job at feeling like a premium tournament. Some of the other ones, the NABJJF, the Grappling X, and that's no diss to Grappling X because I know that they're great for the Jiu-Jitsu community, but the grappling industries, things like that, I feel like they don't feel like a premium tournament. I always feel like they feel like it's real, like I'm in its early stages, but I'm like, dude, you've been around for like 15 years. Like, how have you not grown in like quality and things like that? But Jiu-Jitsu World League feels like a premium tournament. Good medals. The medals are made by Jackson, guys. Who else?
When
That's
you got
wild.
The head guy is Leo Vera, and he's got so much competition background and created so many great athletes, and he's been in the tournament game and Hall of Fames and all this kind of stuff. He knows how to build something good. You know what I mean? So it's going to be 5 years from now. It's probably going to be a 2-day event. You know what I mean? Kids go one day, adults go the next day. So I can definitely see the growth happening.
Yeah. No, it's cool. It's cool. It'll be interesting to see how it grows. And I just think just the whole premise of having the cup, and the cup being like kind of like the Stanley Cup, and it's big, you know, and they're going to engrave the names of.
I gotta get Poncho to bring that into 6 a.m. so the whole team could take a picture of the cup, dude.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. And then the gym holds on to the cup for the year, and then they give it back for the next finals, and then whoever wins it next. There's some other, like you know, obviously Murrieta, absolutely monster in the Checkmate space, but there's some other the Checkmate Vision guys.
They're good.
Man, they're very competitive, and their kids win all the time. They win everything. Which is, and they're a new gym. They're only, I think,
Vision
2 years
did
old.
good. Checkmate Menifee did good.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Menifee. What they got,
Third.
second or third?
Yeah, pretty good, dude.
Yeah.
This shows how good Poncho is, dude. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was a good tournament. It was. I was, again, when it comes to my kid competing, I feel like I'm sacrificing my day for my kid. You know what I mean? Like it's very much not about me. And so we're there for the early, you know, my kid's super young. So she's like literally one of the first groups of kids to go out and compete. And we don't stick around. You know what I mean? It's just like, if she wins, we're going to go celebrate. If she doesn't, we're still going to go like get her mind off of it. So we went to the giant mall in Orange County. I don't know what it is. South Coast Plaza. And walked around that for like walked like 1/3 of the mall. I thought it was a whole thing. It's so massive. And got some food and then came home and then sat in like 2 hours of traffic. So we left our house at like 7 and we got home at like almost 5 o'clock.
A hell of a day.
And we were at the tournament for like an hour and a half. So yeah, traffic was a real pain in the ass yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, it was a good day. It was a good day, all in all. Jiu-jitsu news-wise, Ashton Kutcher got his black belt, Kenny. You see that?
I saw that. And he got a custom gi, apparently like a one-off from Epic Roll.
Awesome.
Which just looked like a black and red gi. Maybe there's something on the inside that we didn't see or something.
Maybe it says like, hanging out on his ass or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Hickson Machado black belt.
Machados are legit.
Machados are legit.
But, you know, Hickson is the Hollywood black belt giver. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I know people are like, well, no, in the comments, Ashton's been training for 15 years on and off. So it's not a Moneyberg thing. I will agree. It is not a Moneyberg thing. Okay. It is not, but it's, and you know, but I would say he's gym black belt. And there's levels. There's comp black belt. There's gym black belt. There's, you know what I mean? Like he's never competed. He's not doing what Tom Hardy does. He's not doing what Mario Lopez does.
That's the point I was going to bring up. Right. Tom Hardy's out there competing. You know what I mean? On the mats with the average guy. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you know that if he's winning a tournament, he won a tournament. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't see that with others. Does Mario Lopez compete? I know Mario Lopez
has. I think he has competed. Yeah, I've seen comp of him competing before. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I know that when we first started the pod, we had brought up like a Mario Lopez versus Tom Hardy. They're roughly the same belt. They're around the same size. Like, and Mario Lopez had commented on our clip like, I'm down. You know what I mean? Like he's game.
And Tom Hardy's liked some of my stuff before. Like, hey guys, let's make this happen.
Yeah. Are we circling back to we stepping back in time? This is right around, you know.
Mario Lopez, purple belt. Tom Hardy, purple belt, I believe. Around the same age. Mario Lopez probably a little older. You guys are mega celebrities who love the game, are good ambassadors for jiu-jitsu on the celebrity side. I know Mario Lopez is down. Let's set it up. Let's set it up at like the PGF final. Let's set it up at like a season ending of the Super Cup. Let's set it up like a submersive.
A CGS.
Let's set it up. I think it'd be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I think it'd be
a cool super fight.
Who do you got? Who do you got winning that?
It's a tough one. That's a tough one. I haven't seen a lot of footage of Tom rolling. I hear, I know DeBlas says he's very legit. I know that he absolutely has a love for jiu-jitsu where he's traveling around and he's literally just cross-training at every gym that wherever he happens to be. You know what I mean? Which I think that's super cool. But I have seen footage of Mario Lopez at least doing some grappling with that the take me down for $1,000.
Mario Lopez has got legit wrestling. And his
very Mario Lopez could have, not to cut you off, and this is I know this personally. Mario Lopez would have had a full ride for wrestling in high school to a college, to a D1 school, but chose to keep acting. That's the only reason he didn't go.
Smart choice.
I know that.
I think he made the right choice.
So, but what I'm saying is that his wrestling at a high school level was that good already. You know what I mean? So it's like
in the gi, the takedowns are tougher, right? In the gi, the takedowns would be tougher. Yeah. I think Hardy could negate some double legs and some single leg entries just off lapel game and sleeve game, right? No gi, I think, the wrestling is going to be a factor for Tom Hardy. But again, Tom Hardy trains all the time. I think it would be a great match. I don't know who would win that match. I really don't. I don't have enough film on either, but I know they do train hard, and they're probably the truth when it comes to celebrities training. They're probably the staple. So back to Ashton Kutcher, right. You know, Demi Lovato trained under Higgin, and all these guys get these like
Demi Lovato's got
see, it's like there's a lot of, you know, it's not discrediting his hard work, because obviously 15 years to get a black belt, that's a lot off and on. That's good work. And I know supposedly he has wrestling background, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely better than a Moneyberg situation. I don't think he paid for it, but I think there's a level to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 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 I mean, is he? He's probably as good as your average gym black belt.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure if you roll with him, you'd be like, wow, okay, Ashton's pretty good. But I mean,
yeah,
I can see both sides. I can see guys saying like, oh, because Higa Machado brought that on himself, being this guy with the celebrities, obviously, you know what I mean? So, you know, that's kind of, Higa Machado was, wow, what's his name? Who gave Moneyberg his black belt? Higa Machado was Jake Shields before Jake Shields was Jake Shields. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, right, he's the blueprint. Like that's the man's been doing it for a minute with the celebs. So because they don't roll.
Jake Hurd, he's like, he made how much?
Yeah, whoa. Dang. Couple comments, I know that.
Yeah, I hear that Zuckerberg is like legit.
He trains hard and he competes again. And so, like, remember, I hate to beat the dead horse about this Moneyberg crap, and because I just legs this as a 30-minute video of him and Gordon just mouth jobbing each other. But I was like, God, I was so bored. I was like, oh God. But you know, Zuckerberg is only a blue belt right now, or he's only a blue belt, and he trains all the time, well than 3 years, and he is also got more money than Moneyberg.
Yeah.
And
Zuckerberg also has very,
and he seems, but it seems like he's doing it the right way.
Anybody else? Yeah, he's his instructor's Dave Cameron.
Yeah, he's doing it the right way. He's the belt he should be, and he's competing, and he's, you know, and Moneyberg bought his, and he never competes.
Yeah. You know? And I know Zuck also does a lot of privates, but he does do group classes as well. He's not like, you know what I mean? Like he actually does train with people. So, you know, it's just, he's a blue belt with the money to, and the time, you know, to get that extra boost of like, So good on him.
Good for him.
Good on him, dude. Another legit one though is, oh my God. That was just popped in and out of my head.
Before I'll let you remember it, but I know Zach Morris. He trains. He's purple belt. He's a brown belt now. Okay. Paul Walker was a brown belt, a legit brown belt. What people said. He trained in active classes before he passed away. The cook, what's his name? Who's the cook? Bourdain. He was legit. He trained. He competed. So you can be a celebrity and do it the right way, or you can be a, you know, private lesson celebrity and never actually test it. So that's why I was always like, man, it's always good to test your belt at least once or twice. Test it.
Maynard. You posted that video of him choking a dude on stage, but he's like a legit. Like Maynard was so obsessed with jiu-jitsu. He lives, I don't know if I know people that listen to the pod live in the remote area of Arizona that I'm going to talk about, but he lives in like the Verde Valley, like it's like northwestern Arizona, like towards Vegas, like Sedona. I'm blanking on all the names right now, but my old roommate was from that area of town. There's not a lot up there, and there was no jiu-jitsu school. So when Maynard was a purple belt, he literally built a jiu-jitsu school and paid a black belt to move there and be the instructor, just so that he could learn under somebody that's legit.
Yeah, man. Can't argue with that. But it's just going to get more and more popular as it goes. But yeah, I mean, those guys are legit, and some are kind of legit, and some are absolutely not legit. So you have to do that assessment on. And I guess that's with anybody in the sport. Period.
Right.
Other news: DUI from Sonny, Gordon's ex.
Oh yeah.
And this.
Yeah. No, apparently together again.
I guess that. Yeah.
That's what. Yeah, that's what. So apparently they're married. I thought they were just boyfriend girlfriend. Apparently they're married though, and she got pulled over in his green Porsche SUV. But there's video that Craig posted of them from Gordon's story or the Kingsway story of them training and doing some like instructional content earlier that day. So I don't know after the training.
Hey, look,
where the alcohol came in.
Hey, they're married. Congrats. Yeah. Like you date a wild girl. Wild girl's gonna wild girl a little bit. I mean, this is this part of it. But if Gordon wants to get into politics, you better cross those T's and dot those I's.
Please don't. Gordon, I respect you as a jiu-jitsu athlete. I think that you're one of the most brilliant minds and competitors in jiu-jitsu. You're not as smart as you think you are. You're autistic as fuck, bro. I agree with that. Your brain is on a different level, but you are not as smart as you think you are. Please don't go into politics. Jesus fucking Christ. The people that should be in politics are people that have contributed to society in a meaningful, like helpful manner. That people like Elon Musk that have shown that they have the expertise and they meet the criteria to like grow a business. And like you're just a guy that is an athlete. You didn't like grow, like you haven't. You made shitty deals with fucking toe hold flip flops. Kings, or I'm sorry, not Kings. I'm sorry, Future Kimonos is fucking not doing well. Like and I know you've separated from them, but they weren't doing well when you were there. Like you're not the golden child that you think you were sponsored by. My favorite ever brand, Hypnotic. They went bankrupt after they sponsored you. Like the things that you touch don't turn to gold, my man. Please don't
touch the
go
country.
in politics.
We're already in trouble, dude.
Yeah,
we don't need a freaking guard pulling ass country, dude. Good jiu-jitsu though. Great. Fantastic.
Hey, somebody told me when we were talking last week about it was the fight troke train or something like that, and we brought
Anne
up
Frank.
No, we brought up
I re-listened to that. I was like, God damn
it. We brought up Hickson, and I was like, yeah, I hear he's not in a good spot. From my understanding, he does still teach privates and seminars, and he does it from like a Danaher level where he can demonstrate the move, but he's not rolling with people afterwards. So apparently he's in a good enough spot.
That's put him back on the list. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So my apologies for being incorrect there. Shout out to fucking one of the all-time greats of the game, and I'm glad that he's at least
still
well enough to do that.
Yeah, for sure. Hickson, probably the Babe Ruth of jiu-jitsu. In a lot of people's eyes. Like he's like the name. One word, you say his name. You know?
Right. Yeah, Hickson's one of the Gracies where you can say Hickson without saying Gracie and people still know exactly who you're talking about. There is no other Hickson out there that we're like, who? You know?
It's Hickson, Hoyce, Hoyler, Henzo.
Yeah, that's it. And Henzo.
And that's it.
Yeah, Henzo. People don't say I'm a Henzo Gracie, but I just say I'm a Henzo. You know what I mean? People know what the fuck that means.
You say Hodger, maybe. If you pronounce with the H, but if you pronounce American, you say Roger. They'll be like, who?
Right. Yeah. And that's
Mr. Rogers?
That's this against. Yeah. It's just, we're talking the first guard of. Yeah. So. We've got questions, Matt. We've actually got some decent amount of questions this week. This one is going to relate to our opener right here. This is from Plaka080. Question for the pod. If it ain't too late, turkey dinner with my family soon. For me, it means younger brother-in-law and his girlfriend talking shit about jiu-jitsu being gay, hugging dudes, etc. It's a jab because they don't really talk about it with this side of the family because no one trained. Do you guys deal with this before?
No, everybody kind of knows that is legit in my family. But, you know, I come from a family of brawlers, dude. Big meathead dudes that just want to throw hands and crush brewskis. So like, yeah, no, like they all know it's legit. Like, but, and they're all their kids now are training, you know what I mean? Like, so like they all know, but like, I get that energy that you're getting is from people are just trying to spark conversation at your expense. And
I agree with that. I think it might be a little bit of jealousy too. I think people think if they can discount it and they can cut you at the legs with it, and you don't respond back, that they're winning in some sort of a weird way.
Your so he said it's his cousin and his wife.
No, it's his brother-in-law.
Okay. So your brother-in-law, so obviously your sister is always like, oh, my brother does this, my brother does that, and you probably
or his wife's
and you
brother.
post a lot of content and all this stuff. So he's just like, oh, that stuff's gay. I would put hands on him if he come to me. That's the same. Oh, that jiu-jitsu don't work if I got my gun. You ain't gonna shoot everybody you see, dude.
Yeah.
All these guys like, I got a gun for that. You don't have it at Disneyland.
Right. Well, here's the other thing too, is that if you're gonna get into a fight with somebody, and if you just got into a fight and the fight's over, you guys both just go on your way. If you shoot somebody, you're gonna go to fucking prison for murder. And then guess what? You don't have a gun in prison.
Pull the heater out all the time. Like you're like anybody who's just like, got it on me, I'm ready to shoot somebody, like you shouldn't have it. The people that say I got a gun, jiu-jitsu won't work on me. You shouldn't have a gun because you're so scared about being a beta bitch that you won't fight somebody mano a mano. You have never took a boxing class. You never even took a fucking Taibo kickboxing class. You're such a fucking vajay that you will freaking go straight to the heater right away. Sack up, man up, tuck your chin, throw some hands, shoot a double. And there's more respect there than always going for the strap. It's good to be trained with a gun. It's good to have a gun. It's good to know how to use it, how to protect your family when you absolutely have to. And just a man talking shit to another man, you go straight to the strap, you're a bitch.
Yeah. Here's my advice. I've rolled with you. Not you, Matt, the person asking the question. I know that you're a strong, capable dude. I also know that you play half guard. So if you do call your brother-in-law to go in the backyard, hey, let's just go roll a little bit. Let's just go wrestle around. Don't pull guard because obviously he's not going to play jiu-jitsu. He doesn't know what he's doing. It'll be effective because especially because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. But this is your chance to fucking do a collar tie, fucking drag his face into the fucking
you're going to have to give him
grass.
boxing gloves though. So I'll give you boxing gloves.
Yeah.
If you think this gay shit won't work on me,
yeah,
I'll give you boxing gloves. And I won't have any gloves, and I won't punch you. And then you'll win. Wear one to get him down and freaking take him, and then look at your sister and be like, he ain't the one, and just fucking take the arm. And then he ain't the one, and then take the fucking arm, and then send him on his way. And then I guarantee you, he probably won't be at next Thanksgiving. They'll be going to his families. He just insecure about himself, and your family member probably hypes you up a lot about your jiu-jitsu, and he sees your pictures online, and he's like, that stuff ain't real in the real world. In the real world, I would just do this. You would just do what happens when you fight a jiu-jitsu guy, and you're untrained. You would probably just lose.
Yeah. Go to sleep. I say I don't think you take his arm. I think you put his ass to sleep. Like, yeah, don't even let him tap. Night. Cantu, do you see AI changing jiu-jitsu? You know, I've actually thought about this. I was thinking about this a week ago. I can see AI changing jiu-jitsu instructionals. I can see it compiling. I could see it like basically an AI being fed all of the data from BJJ Fanatics and compiling all of those and then making like hybrid instructionals based off of like all that, you know what I mean? Because you're basically going to have like, if you've got like a half guard instructional and then a defending half guard instructional, and then you've got 30 different half guard instructionals from all these different people, and there's going to be like oversaturation of certain moves, but there's going to be certain moves that like don't have an answer. And then you could get AI to basically compile of here's a list of like, instructional on half guard, and these are the moves that nobody's created a defense for instructional video. So these are probably your best, your highest yield, half guard movements or something like that. Like I could see it doing that, where it's basically just compiling all the existing data that's out there and then like boiling down to like what's the best, most effective, or even that plus all of the match data that exists online. You upload all that, so then it's analyzed tens of thousands of jiu-jitsu matches, and it's seen which moves are effective and which moves aren't. I could see it doing something.
Yeah, I 100%. And I also see it's already working a little bit. Like, you could say, hey, chat, GBT, outline me a instructional, and it will do it. And it'll give you the tools to help you do that. There's so much that you can do that with just using that as like a tool. So for sure, AI is going to impact everything. I heard BMAC saying that they're trying at his Alabama Twisters event that there was I don't know the name of the company, but they're trying to work on an first AI coach, jiu-jitsu coach. So, I mean, it's coming. Yeah, it's for sure. And I think I've even seen some like demos where this seems like AI to me. And even they had me speaking Portuguese this morning. That's AI.
Yeah.
And it's my voice. It's my voice. I was like, weird. What is going? It has Hindu too, bro. Hindu, Spanish. I was like, oh, dude, I look like legit Portuguese. My Portuguese blood came out right there. I look like legit Brazilian. I was like, this guy's as authentic as it gets. But I actually like a big bowl of Cocoa Puffs in the morning. So there's nothing acai about that.
Beard rolls. Is it Cretan
Seronti
activity if I come train with you guys in the AM and then train with my team?
Is it Seronti? No, it's not. I won't say a word, bro. Nah.
Oh, Cretan.
Yeah, Seronti. That means like, is it like taboo? Is it like traitor? Look, it's not. I won't say a word, bro. I won't even post a picture if you don't want. We keep it real quiet over here. But
well, I know he lives down in like South Bay, like I think Chula Vista area.
No, I think he lives in Hemet, bro. Yeah, I think he's the 40 and fighting podcast, I think. Look, okay. I don't know. I won't say a word, bro. We'll keep it nice and hush. Bring your friend too. Let's keep it real quiet. You come to 6 a.m. You come train with us, have some fun. But I've got to warn you. Here's the problem. This is the problem's going to happen, and you're probably going to want to stay. You're going to the thing that's going to happen is you come train. Yeah, come train. Come get that work. We'll treat you like family. Bring him on in. But you're probably going to be like, dude, that was sick. And you're like, wow, it's only 20 minutes away. And I know you guys are very loyal into judo and into your professors. So it's going to be like, man, we got to get back over that. That was such a good vibe of dudes. So yeah, that was going to happen. Yeah, man, anytime you want to come train. Anybody, come on down, dude. Come on down. Beat me up.
Bart High Rolla. How do I get cauliflower ear 5 years in and still
you don't
nothing?
Want it?
Hey, same, bro.
You
nothing.
Got that. If you're big and you're smashing dudes, it's not easy to get cauliflower because you're on top. You want to get cauliflower, play bottom, bench under 135 pounds. You know what I mean? Always have your freaking forehead on some dude's hip bone where they're freaking smashing down on you. You're playing real half a lot, and you're like in headlocks a lot, and you're fighting off gillies a lot, and that's how you get it. Or you get it stand up fighting, getting smashed in the ears a lot. You know what I mean? I got real flimsy ears genetically. I think cauliflower is a genetic thing because like my ears will just bend all over the place. Like they're they're not stiff at all. So I don't get
Pliable.
it. Yeah.
Same.
I don't. Some people have like the real sharp stiff ears. Those guys will get cauliflower because they don't move. So I think it's a genetic thing. So be happy you don't have cauliflower ear. I know it's cool. It's cool that like with the boys, but I don't think any girl thinks it's cool. No, and if I got cauliflower ears, my wife would be grossed out. She'd be like, dude, and I'm grabbing onto this knob on the side of your head. You know what I mean? She'd hate that.
It looks like one of those, you know, when you go to like a rock climbing place and they got the things in the wall
Yeah.
to grab onto. That's if your ear looks like.
Yeah, she would hate that. She'd be like, on pictures, she'd be like, turn this way a little bit. Like, I don't want to see the ear. You know what I mean? Like,
Davis _MD. What's the most ordinary, normal situation where BJJ has taken over your mind? Like when someone hugs you, how long does it take before your brain whispers?
always, bro. I always hug for underhooks now.
My wife hates it instantly. If I go to hug my wife, I will pummel under the arms and then behind her back.
Foot in your lap. She's your foot. You rub my feet. You're just like, toe hold. You know, it's always there, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. All
The only time I never think about jiu-jitsu with my wife is when I take her back. Yeah, I never, when I take her back, dude, there is no jiu-jitsu on my mind. One hook only, dude. That's all you're getting. One hook. Yeah, this will be a fast round too.
You're the one taking her back.
Yeah, dude. I'm out. She's like, what happened? Like, you got me. Got me. What kind of magic? Magical. Magical, dude. She grabbed me with no hands. Oh shit! No, but yeah, no, all the time. Jiu-jitsu is always. Every time. I think as a man, every time you walk in a room, you're sizing everybody up, and when you have like a little bit of jiu-jitsu knowledge, you're like, oh, just get close the distance. Look, okay, he's he likes to. It looks like he's right-handed. I would have to circle to the left, square away, get the single. I think everybody thinks that. You know what I mean? So
right.
That's why that reel I made of like with the UFC, Bruce Buffer, like showing up to Thanksgiving to show who it is, because I'm the only one who trains jiu-jitsu. That's why everybody liked it so much, because it's real. People, the cool thing about jiu-jitsu is we want to show people how cool it is. And the normies, they don't know how cool it is. They don't understand it. And you just want to be like, dude, I found something. It's like people who know the truth about Bitcoin. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, you need to buy this. You're like, it's so like, we know the benefits of it, and we just try to convince regular people. And you got your old grandpa who's like, back in my day, Jack Johnson, Tom O'Leary, I just put the dukes up and we fight with the gloves. Now there was no single legs in the 30s, dude. Fighting has evolved.
This is from Hav. It says, bro, I've competed hella times and I still can't get over competition jitters because I've lost to the guy that I'm facing already, and I need to stop being a bitch. What are some things that you do to clear your mind?
You've lost to the guy already, so you already know what could happen. So who gives a fuck? Full send, bro. Yeah. Who cares? Like, get excited. Like, I can't reiterate this enough. I get so excited when it's a privilege. Competition is a privilege. The adrenaline, getting fired up, feeling that like it's about to happen right now. Like, there's some people who are at work. There's some people who are physically disabled. There's people who can't do it no more. There's people who just wish they could be in your side, and you're spending your Saturday afternoon in the bullpen, sizing up guys, ready to go to battle one time, leave it on the line, you're a winner, regardless. The guy could be better than you at jiu-jitsu. He's beat you a couple times. But you're getting better every day, and so is he. I talked about it last week. Levels, leveling up. Every time you fight him, I guarantee you it's a little harder for him. You know what he likes to do. Oh man, he gets me with the freaking discard every time. Let's not let him get to that. Change your strategy. Have something, throw some different shit at him. Be like, oh, he's such a good double leg. Well, let's pull guard right away then. Oh, he always gets me on a lasso. What arm? Let's not present that arm. Let's make him go on the other arm. Play the funky side. Put guys in bad spots that they're not used to. Work the corners. Win a point battle. Make it an 8th grade slow dance. Stuff takedown. Counter fight. Stuff. Play. Don't shoot. Let him shoot. Let him make a mistake. I don't know what belt you are, Huff, so I don't know the skill level you're going against, but sometimes there's guys who are just better than you. But this is not the guy you're going to fight every time. If this is the guy you're fighting this time, then let's just fucking be better than we were last time. Shout out for the W, bro. You already won.
We are down to our last 2 questions. This is a 2-parter from our friend, Mark Redaction.
Oh, no.
What is one pass and sweep everyone should have in their arsenal?
One pass. You should be able to do a stack pass or a Toriando pass. You should pass standing up. Okay. Whatever pass you choose, you guys opening the guard need to stand up and pass. Whether it's a knee slice, a Toriando, a leg drag, whatever you decide to do, you need to stand up and pass. So many people are so scared of standing up when their opponent's on their back because they don't want to get that white belt ankle grab where they kick them on their butt. It's like you guys have post-traumatic fear of that. Like it happened to you like 5 times one day at white belt, and now you're so scared to stand up when the guard is open that you will never do it again. You want to pass on your knees. Well, you ain't going to pass on your knees. All you're going to do is get the half guard. Okay? You're not going to
Did you see that video that DeBlas posted within the last couple of days, and he was showing basically a warm-up drill that he does?
Yeah, that's such a sick drill.
Yeah, I thought I was watching it. I was like, dude, that is
no
so
touching, right?
Like, the way that,
that was a good drill. Yeah, I like that. I was thinking about adding that this week. Shout out to Blast.
That's a good one.
But yeah, no, stand up and pass. Don't be scared to get ankle picked. That happened 3 times. Stand up. Don't have your feet together. When you stand up, your sleeve you grab is this foot you step with. You get to a boxing stance where your feet aren't parallel with each other. They're separated apart. If you scoop your leg, if you feel like you're going to fall on your ass backwards, we just put our knees back on the ground and reset. But you have to stand up to pass. So that's one thing people should learn how to do. They should learn to stand up and pass, choose their pass you want. One sweep. I like, what's a good sweep? Cross body sweep is good, where you can put the arm across and then you can go to a balloon sweep, or you can take the back. Half guard sweep. That's kind of a hard one because whatever your game likes, I know everybody learns scissor sweep right away, but whatever game you're trying to implement and what you're evolving to should be the sweep. You should just know them. Like there's not one in particular. That's what makes jiu-jitsu so beautiful. There's not just one sweep that you should know. Everybody's game is different. Everybody's body is different. Everybody's skill set is different. So the sweep that is best for you, you should learn it. And you should be able to level up your money moves. What I mean by that is learn that sweep where you start hitting on people. And then when people start stopping it because they know you want to go for it, you level that shit up one more time and you hit it anyways. Hit it on people when they know it's coming and they still can't stop it. That's when your shit's tits.
I think the scissor sweep, not because the scissor sweep is a great sweep. Don't get me wrong. And you still see it at black belt level in competition and stuff like that. But I think because of the mechanics of it, of what you're doing, especially when you're talking about lower level belts, it's like I'm isolating an arm, I'm pulling their body weight towards me, to where I'm extending them over me to where they don't have a good base anymore because they're off of their knees. And I'm kicking out one of their bases, and the base that I'm kicking them out and the arm that I'm stealing so they can't base with it, that's where I'm sweeping them to. It's just that sweep utilizes all the necessary mechanics for a good sweep, regardless of what.
And when you're fighting your uncle, it's the best one because he's got boxing gloves on, and you have that knee shield high, push up on his chest where he can't come down on you. And as he extends, you sweep that leg and you get him over. The closed guard, he's in there. There's a guy, a real fighter is anybody trying to fight you is still throwing hands. You have to trap an arm and cover a head, right? But scissor sweep, you're working knee shield. Whether it's low or high, you're defending yourself. You can scissor it up and take a triangle, you know what I mean, off of it. There's a triangle, then the arm bar off of it. You can kick the leg out. You can scissor the leg out. There's a lot of things you can do from the scissor sweep. So yeah, scissor sweep is a good one. When it comes to pure self-defense, that's a good call. That's probably why the old school Gracies taught that one first.
Second part to the question. It's not even the second part to this. It's just a second question.
Come on, Marcos.
Do you think they have bagels in Germany? Because,
I don't even understand this one. I'm not a history buff. What's up with bagels in Germany? Kenny, tell me. You're bald. You got a handlebar mustache.
Jewish people really like bagels.
Oh. Marcos. Margie. I'm not going to talk about that. That's in bad form.
There's probably great bagels in Germany, by the way.
That's not cool. I'm not going to answer that. No. That was a horrible time in U.S. and world history. That was a horrible time. That's why I would marry Anne Frank. You got to get that girl out.
Call back.
Get her out of there, dude. Save that little girl, dude.
That's it, brother.
You're thinking what I'm thinking? Aim for the bushes. Episode 113 coming at you. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Thankful for all of you. Eat some turkey. Stuff some turkey. Stuff your old ladies. Have a good one. Black Friday. Get those sales. Oats Nation Fight Club hoodie is available. And if you go to Oats Nation BJJ Instagram, link in bio, you can buy one there on my Shopify store. Appreciate you guys. And follow us on everything: Discord, YouTube, TikTok. I'll post, Kenny won't. Follow Freak Party BJJ, follow Oats Nation BJJ, pretty much everywhere. See you guys around. Have a good one. Beat up your uncles. Os.